Okay, so we are going to do a little burning and dodging. Now, in the last video, I went to my burn and dodge tools, which I never use because I don't like them. But I thought, well, maybe Photoshop got smarter, and this new version, you can do burning and dodging in a layer. When I go to grab the burn tool, or the dodge tool, sorry, it gave me this check mark. Okay? Which means I'd have to open up SockMonkey in his own thing and then do it, and I'd have to do it destructively. And I don't want to do that, okay? So this method is for burning and dodging non-destructively, okay? So I'm going to start this from my layers panel. From my layers panel, I'm going to go to the little flyout menu, click, say new layer, and I'm going to call this burn and dodge. All right, now use previous layer to create clipping mask. No, I don't want that. Now, you got to go here, and I'm going to switch this to overlay, and then fill with neutral gray. Okay, so now, what happened? I think this got screwed up. Here we go. Bring that down. Okay, why is everything? There we go. I don't know. Here's my burn and dodge layer. It's this gray flat layer. So if I grab my paintbrush and I paint across it, oh, you should be on that layer, bud. Okay, it's going to make this mark. Let me switch this. This is like a fail video. I need black and white selected. Black will burn and white will dodge. Okay, so that's black at 100%, and white will make it lighter. Okay, but basically what I want to do is lower the opacity of my brush to about 15%, make it bigger. You want a soft round brush. And essentially what I'm going to do is just kind of work a little bit. So I'm just slowly lightening him. So this side is going to get a little lighter. And then this side is going to get a little darker. I'm going to switch to black. So we want it to look like he has more form. So this back here is like a little darker. Let me hit his legs a little bit. And now he's like looking a little rounder. He's got that little belly. So white is kind of going to give him a little bit of a glow. There we go. He starts to look a little rounder. So not so flat. And I can see here on this layer, here he is, you know? And if I think I went too far, I can always lower the fill. Like I usually overdo it, and then I kind of come up here and just fine tune it. Okay, so that looks pretty good now. Now he looks like he's kind of cruising down the street. He's a little bit rounder. Okay, what if in all possibility there was like some kind of smoke that was like coming through the streets? Okay, because I think in this example, somewhere. Pictures, oh, pictures of mold. Okay. Where is this? Where's the folder I'm working out of? I don't know. It's gone. Okay, something weird happened. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Alright, I thought I had it open. I'll find it. In the image I showed, there was fire coming out, and then there was, I believe, there was some smoke on the ground. Now, just to retouch, the burning and dodging is really, it's just giving him volume, but I could do it anywhere on the image. If I wanted to like darken it a little bit back here, I can darken it back there a little bit. you know? Just very gently. You know, if I wanted to key this up a little bit more. It should look seamless. It should look like as if it's not like my eye's not just going to like, you know, where you are, you know, it's like very obvious. That's why we want to use a soft brush, hardness down to 0, and very little opacity. We're just kind of painting with light. All right, let's make some smoke. All right, so I'm going to make a blank layer. And I'm going to go to filter and then render. Oh, there's flames. Clouds. All right, now with this you need your foreground and background color set to black and white. So I can do that. All right, and this is Photoshop just generating clouds. All right, but I need the fog like on the ground. So I'm going to go to, let's see, edit, transform. I think I'm going to go with distort again. That's kind of my favorite. I'm just going to shrink it down. All right, bring it down here. And hit OK. And then I'm going to switch this to, I think overlay looks pretty good. Or you can do it a couple ways. You can do like one with soft light and one with hard light. Let's do soft light. And then I can put a mask on it. And I'm just going to kind of hit the edges a little bit in case there's like a line. Because you don't want a hard line. Ooh, let's do another one. And we'll put that one to hard light. Filter, render, clouds. Again, we got to bring it down because it's mist on the ground. And the cool thing about the cloud thing is that every time you do it, Photoshop creates a completely random set of clouds. No two layers are the same. Put a mask on and my brush. And again, I'm just kind of chipping up the edge. He's like running down a foggy street. And I'm going to lower this one a bit. All right, so now we got like a kind of a mist going on. And what else? I feel like it could be like a little wackier. But we need the fires. We need the fire in the eyes. Okay, let's see. Maybe if play with the color a little bit. Actually, what if I don't like him that color? What if no. Okay. Yeah, I'll deal with it. Let me lower that though. Okay. I'm just playing with the color. All right, let's finish up. But the main thing is that we're doing all these like little things to help it blend and like look as if the whole image was kind of unified. Other like little things if we want it to do, like I might add a little grain to him to make him kind of fit a little bit more. Let's do that. So I'm going to go up to filter, filter gallery. There's like a ton more effects here. I'm going to pick grain and let's see, contrast. know quite why it looks so weird, but artistic film grain. That's what I want, a film grain on him. Intensity, that's too much. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, just so he looks like a little rougher. Let's see how we like it. And the cool thing is, yeah, I feel like that looks a little bit better. The cool thing is that, again, it stacks in here, and I could add film grain to the building if I want it. So that one, I'm going to make a smart object. And we noticed that, like, when we did that, the mask disappeared. It's still there. It's just, again, it's hidden in the layer now. Okay? So if I double click on this, it'll come back. And let me show you. Okay? Here it is right here in its own thing, and it has the mask on it. But I'm just going to close that. All right, so that I'm going to add a little film grain to. Filter and filter gallery. Should still be on film grain. Yep, I'm going to actually beef it up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that looks kind of cool now. Now it's starting to have this kind of like weird stylized look to it. And again, if I feel like I went too much, I could come here and I could just bring it back to like 70%. That looks a little bit better. 70, just a little bit less. Okay, last thing. Let's make him look like he's blowing flames out of his eyes. Okay, so for that we need a new blank layer. This is like a multi-step. And let's do the flames in its own video. So give yourself a blank layer. When you come back, we'll have him flame through and whatever. Okay,